Welcome to Volterra, Italy. This secret city in the center of Tuscany that you've probably never heard of is filled with Roman and Etruscan ruins as well as medieval lanes and stories of the past. Join me on a journey as we explore one of the most fascinating, secret, and ancient cities in Italy and Europe. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Project Gaia. JP here, and today we are exploring a lesser known Italian city in Tuscany called Volterra. Now, Volterra is a beautiful city, and you know what? Not that there's no tourists, there are tourists, but unlike some of the larger Tuscan cities, the ones that are more popular like Siena or San Gimignano, this is less touristy and feels more lived in. Right? And what else is special about this is it is an amazingly preserved medieval city. So you walk through these like meandering little medieval alleys and you look up and you're surrounded by these amazingly old buildings and like the sun doesn't even permeate the bottom. So it's just like you're in this maze, labyrinth like of streets. So that part is cool. Number two, unlike some of the other Tuscan cities, Volterra has a fascinating assortment of Roman and Etruscan history too. And if you don't know who the Etruscans are, we'll learn more about them, but they were before the Romans. That's where actually Tuscany gets its name from, Etruscan, right? So what we're gonna do on this tour is we're gonna explore this fascinating city, and I'm going to teach you all about its history and show you the best things to do and see while you're here in Volterra. So without further ado, let's begin. This ancient hilltop town dates back over 3,000 years, originally founded by the Etruscans. By the Middle Ages, it became a thriving center of commerce and arts, renowned for its alabaster craftsmanship. Stroll its cobblestone streets and you'll discover landmarks like the well-preserved Roman theater and the imposing Medici fortress, all of which we're going to in this video. Volterra's charm extends beyond its history, as it's also famous for inspiring the Twilight Saga. Whether you're a history enthusiast or a lover of stunning views, Volterra invites you to step into a world where the past meets the present. So the first place I recommend you see when you're here in Volterra is the Pallazo Dei Priori, which is behind me. So this is a pretty cool building. This is actually the oldest governmental building in Tuscany. So it was built in about the 1200s. And it's still used today as a governmental office. So you go in there and you can see the offices and the meeting rooms, and they're really cool, really decorated, very interestingly. It also is the home of a pretty decent modern art museum, but the real draw of this building is the tower. So you climb up this tiny tower along the spiraling staircase, and at the top you get amazing views of Volterra. Why I recommend this first as well is because this is the place where you can get your Volterra pass, right? So this pass allows you to see pretty much all the attractions in Volterra and what we're going to see today. So it's 20 euros, but it's well worth it because it's all combined. If you buy them individually, it would be a lot more money. So I recommend you do that, and it's good for 3 days. So let's head in. Standing proudly in the heart of Volterra, the Pallazo Dei Priori is a masterpiece of medieval architecture and the oldest town hall in Tuscany, one of the oldest in Italy and one of the oldest in all of Europe. Built in 1208, this historic palace has witnessed centuries of political and cultural evolution. Its facade is adorned with intricate coats of arms, a testament to the town's noble past, and its grand clock adds a timeless charm. Inside, explore impressive frescoed halls that once hosted important civic meetings, but it still is a civic center even to this day.
But the true highlight? Climbing to the rooftop terrace, where you'll be rewarded with breathtaking panoramic views of Volterra's red-tiled rooftops and the rolling Tuscany countryside beyond. It's a moment you won't want to miss.
So once you finish the Palazzo dei Priori, it opens up into the Piazza Dei Priori. So basically what it is it's a plaza around the Priory building, and it has all these cool medieval buildings. It's just surrounded by it, and it's a great public gathering point. There's lots of restaurants, lots of stores, and today they actually have some sort of little market selling stuff. So it's just a great place where everybody kind of gathers. We're a little early, so there's not too many people here at the restaurant. It's about 10 a.m. right now, but if you come a little later, maybe around 12, 1, 2, it's much more crowded. So definitely take a look at it. But if you want it more to yourself and more quiet, come in the morning.
Volterra is a place where time whispers through ancient stones. The cobblestones beneath your feet echo centuries of footsteps, each one telling a story of traders, poets, and dreamers. Narrow alleyways weave like secret passages, shaded by weathered stone walls that cradle the essence of history. Sunlight filters through terracotta rooftops, painting golden streaks on shuttered windows. The aroma of fresh bread and rich espresso wafts through the air, mingling with the distant toll of church bells. Around each corner, a new discovery awaits. A quaint piazza, a glimpse of the Roman theater, or an alabaster shop glistening with treasures. As you ascend the winding streets, the world opens up. Rooftop vistas reveal rolling Tuscan hills, a canvas of olive groves and vineyards kissed by the Tuscan sun. In Volterra, every step is a journey through time, every view a living masterpiece.
Okay, the next thing you should see when you're here in Volterra is the Pinacoteca Museum and the Alabaster Museum. They're both grouped together and they're included in that all-inclusive Volterra pass. And what they are is, the first one, the Pinacoteca Museum, is dedicated all to medieval and early Renaissance art. So it really kind of captures the art of the local area during the late Middle Ages to the early Renaissance. Now the second museum, the Alabaster Museum, teaches you all about alabaster stone. There's some amazing pieces, and it shows how this special stone that's local to the region, specifically in Volterra, and how it could be crafted into these beautiful pieces and works of art. So let's head in.
Volterra's Pinacoteca, housed in the elegant Palazzo Minucci Solani, is a treasure trove of Renaissance art. Step inside and marvel at masterpieces like Rosso Fiorentino's dramatic Deposition from the Cross, a highlight of Mannerist painting. The museum's intimate rooms showcase a rich collection of religious art, intricate frescoes, and exquisite sculptures, immersing you in centuries of artistic brilliance. But Volterra's artistic legacy doesn't end there. A short walk away, the Alabaster Museum tells the story of this luminous stone that has defined the city for over 2,000 years. Learn about the ancient techniques used by Etruscans and modern artisans to craft delicate, translucent works of art. From intricate vases to lifelike sculptures, the museum highlights the enduring skill and creativity of Volterra's craftsmen.
So one thing you'll notice when you're here in Volterra are these public fountains everywhere. Now, I know Americans are real weird about water. I don't know when that happened, why that happened, but it's perfectly safe. I drank it yesterday when I was filming in San Gimignano. So, when you're here on a hot Italian summer day, you're gonna get hot, right? So all you do is just go to it. Everyone uses them. You fill up your water bottle and you're good. A lot of people also, put hands under and, pull down their heads and stuff. So, these are ancient fountains, so ancient and medieval fountains. So definitely use them because that's what they're here for. So an absolute must-do when you're here in Volterra is to see the Roman Forum and Roman Theater. Now, right beyond this ledge is one of the best preserved Roman forums and Roman theaters in Italy. So during the medieval era, it was used as a dumping grounds. I guess you're not that interested in history when you have, marauding invaders and knights and kings fighting all the time. You're just kind of worried about survival, right? So it was used as a dumping grounds, and then over time, land covered it, and it was only recently excavated in the last several decades. And what I find so amazing about this is in Volterra, it is such a fascinating city filled with just a complex history, and it's like below you have antiquity and above you have the medieval. So it's just a fascinating thing to see when you're here.
From the streets of Volterra, you can marvel over the recently excavated Etruscan ruins and Roman theater and forum. Here you look out on a vista of history where time has stood still for thousands of years, imagining the echoes of antiquity. But to really see it, you have to get down into the site and walk the actual theater corridors.
Okay, we have now arrived at the Roman Theater. Now, this is arguably the best attraction here in Volterra, right? It is one of the best preserved Roman theaters and forums in the world, and for sure in Italy. You go through the grounds, it's not too big, but you can get real up and close, unlike in the Colosseum when it's flooded with tourists and, you can barely see anything. You can get up really close and personal with this Roman theater and you just see all the nuances of the excavation. So it's really cool to see.
In the heart of Volterra lies a stage where echoes of antiquity still linger, the Roman theater. Built in the 1st century BC, this magnificent structure stands as a testament to the grandeur of the Roman Empire. Its semicircular rows, carved into the hillside, once held the laughter and applause of spectators who gathered for plays and performances, and even some deathly battles. Time has softened its edges, but its beauty endures. The crumbling columns and stone archways tell stories of an age when art and architecture intertwined to celebrate life. As you stand among these ancient stones, you can almost hear the whispers of actors reciting their lines and feel the presence of history beneath your very feet. Here, where past and present meet, the Roman theater invites you to imagine a world long gone, yet forever alive in the soul of Volterra, Italy. One of the best things to do in Volterra is simply walking around. It's like stepping into a painting brushed with the colors of history. Each cobblestone tells a story laid by Etruscans, Romans, and medieval hands. Narrow streets wind like ribbons through the town, flanked by stone buildings that whisper secrets of centuries past. Shops display alabaster treasures, their windows glowing with the soft white sheen of this ancient craft. Cafes spill onto the streets, their tables inviting you to savor an espresso or a bowl of handmade pasta, while the aroma of Tuscan cuisine dances on the breeze. Here, time slows. Locals greet each other with warm smiles, and street musicians fill the air with gentle melodies. Around every corner, there's a new discovery. an archway that frames the hills, a piazza alive with laughter, or the quiet beauty of a hidden church. In Volterra, the past and present blend seamlessly, creating a street life that feels as eternal as the town itself.
So we're about to go into Volterra's cathedral. Now you cannot go like this, right? You can't be showing too much skin. You can't have sleeveless. You can't have shorts that are too high above the knee, things like that. So what I always do when I'm traveling around through Italy, because a lot of the attractions are the churches, right? But it's so hot in the summer. We're here in early September. It's pretty hot. So what I do is if I want, like a tank top, something like that, I bring an undershirt, right? I just fold it up, put it in here, put it on, and button it. Oh, and then can't wear a hat, right? It's a place of worship. It's a church, right? So do that when you're around because you're not going to be able to get in if you're, showing too much skin. So this is just a good tip for you.
The Volterra Cathedral, a masterpiece of Romanesque beauty, stands as a guardian of centuries past. Originally built in the 12th century, its walls have witnessed the ebb and flow of history. Step inside to discover stunning frescoes, gilded altars, and intricate woodwork that tells stories of devotion and artistry. From its serene chapels to the majestic bell tower reaching skyward, this sacred space invites reflection and awe. The cathedral is more than a monument. It's a testament to the spirit of Volterra, where faith and artistry unite in timeless harmony. Ancient and medieval towns in Italy are littered with churches every couple blocks and sometimes as close as a mere 100 feet. These churches are often overlooked, but I recommend stepping inside and taking a meditative reflection in a quiet and tourist-free sacred space.
One place that you cannot miss when you're here in Volterra is the Museo Etrusco, or the Etruscan Museum. Now, if you haven't brushed up on your world history, the Etruscans are the people who lived in mostly the Tuscany region before the Romans, before the Roman period. And the museum is incredibly well done. It's known for having some of these amazing funerary urns, right? So it tells the story of the person who died, or the couple who died, and their journey into the afterlife in the Etruscan religion. It's very interesting, it's very beautiful, and it's pretty big. You could spend a couple hours here, and it's definitely something to see while you're here. So, let's head in.
Step inside the Granacci Etruscan Museum in Volterra, a treasure trove of ancient history that bridges the past and the present. This extraordinary collection, one of the oldest public museums in Europe, houses over 600 urns, each intricately carved and echoing the lives of the Etruscans who once thrived in this very region. Wander its halls and marvel at the Ombra della Sera, the shadow of the evening, a hauntingly slender bronze statue that has captivated visitors for centuries. Delicate jewelry, masterful ceramics, and detailed inscriptions reveal a civilization rich in artistry and culture whose legacy shaped the heart of Italy. Each artifact tells a story of life, death, and the mysteries of an ancient people who lived over 2,000 years ago. As you move from room to room, you'll feel the weight of history and the timeless beauty of their craftsmanship. The Etruscan Museum is more than just a history museum. It's a journey into the soul of an ancient world and people that still resonates in the heart of Volterra. Walking in and around Volterra is like walking through a painting. You will be in awe at the masterpiece of beauty all around you. The rolling Tuscan hills are sure to inspire. As sunlight spills across stone walls, their surfaces worn smooth by centuries of wind and history. Shops line the narrow alleys, displaying alabaster treasures that seem to glow with the light of the past. Among these streets, the salumerias stand as culinary shrines. Inside, you'll find shelves brimming with cured meats, pecorino cheese, and hand-picked olives. Here, tradition is preserved in every slice of prosciutto and every bottle of local wine. Choose a fine Chianti or a fresh baguette to savor as you wander, letting the flavors of Tuscany linger on your palate. As the day softens, street musicians play gentle tunes, and the golden hour bathes the town in a timeless glow. Volterra streets come alive, a vibrant tapestry of past and present that invites you to linger, explore, and be part of its enduring story.
So I decided to have an early dinner in the piazza. So early meaning 6. So most Italians eat later, maybe 7 minimum, 8, 8:30, even up to 9. But I'm going all over the place today, so I'm a little tired and very hungry. So started a little early. But what I got was an amazing lasagna starter, right? That's called the creamy. And then the secondi, right? I got a really luscious duck breast. And it's just amazing just looking out on the piazza and just seeing all the people and just really taking it all in.
From the city's main lookout, Tuscany unfolds like a living canvas painted by time. Rolling hills stretch endlessly, dotted with olive groves, vineyards, and cypress trees, their beauty unchanged for centuries. The golden light of the sun dances over terracotta rooftops and the distant horizon where medieval towers meet the sky. This vantage point is more than a view. It's a window into history, a place where ancient Etruscans once gazed upon their lands. As you stand there, the wind carries whispers of 1,000 years, and the breathtaking beauty of Tuscany reminds you that some things are eternal.
Okay guys, this was Volterra, Italy. Now I had an amazing time showing you guys this amazingly historic city. Whether you're into medieval history or ancient history or both, this is a #1 place for you to visit here in Tuscany. I actually was going to not go here. You know, I never really heard of it. I didn't think too much of it. I didn't think it was that great. You know, San Gimignano and Siena get all the credit really in this area. But I think Volterra is its own destination. It's not just an extension of San Gimignano or, you know, something to do if you want less tourists. It's its own place, and it really is amazing and beautiful. And I really think you should look into coming here if you're in the area. Okay guys, if you like this content, please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, share this video, and let me know if you have any questions at all, and leave your comments below. Let me know what I missed, or if you have any other suggestions for other travelers traveling to Volterra or Tuscany in general. Okay guys, until next time, take care. Bye.